victory and pain.
First ever regional strategic plan formulated, debt advocacy body established, and greater public-private sector partnership promoted. Just some of the major outcomes of the 35th regular meeting of the Caribbean Community Heads of Government. For 4 days in the Antigua and Barbudan capital of St. John's, CARICOM leaders, including Jamaica's Prime Minister, settled on matters of major importance to the region. And from all indications, the meeting was an overwhelming success.
Raise your voices high, sing of your Caribbean pride, sing it loud and strong.
Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller and her CARICOM counterparts have agreed on the first ever strategic plan of action to push regional development.
The plan identifies 8 integrated strategic priorities for the community over the 5-year period and key areas of interventions for each.
A 5-year policy, the strategic plan is designed to deepen integration and foster economic, technological, social and environmental development, among other things. Jamaica's head of government welcomed the strategic plan, which is expected to build regional resilience and spur economic growth. Prime Minister Simpson Miller also supported Montserrat's announcement that it plans to accede to the Treaty of Chaguaramas, paving the way for full participation in the region's single market and economy. And Dominica's vote to make the Caribbean Court of Justice its final appellate court was lauded by Mrs. Simpson Miller. During a meeting with the island's Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerritt, she congratulated the government and the people of Dominica.
As we continue to discuss single market and the economy, I think it is very important for us as heads and officials to meet here to discuss issues that impact in a serious way the lives of our people in our region.
To effectively address those issues, Prime Minister Simpson Miller argued that there needed to be greater private sector involvement in the Caribbean community. She pointed specifically to research and development, innovation, information and communications technology, and entrepreneurship. As part of that, she expressed support for a Caribbean Business Council within CARICOM. Mrs. Simpson Miller also encouraged the business community to help build the region's economic resilience by supporting the CARICOM single market and economy. Prime Minister Simpson Miller also supported the appointment of a debt advocacy team to lobby development partners for debt relief on behalf of CARICOM members.
This initiative recognizes that growing out of the current burdensome debt is not realistic for certain member states, given their structural and other economic vulnerabilities.
CARICOM's relationship with other nations was also addressed at the conference, and Mrs. Simpson Miller committed Jamaica to deepening relations with Spain as part of expanded relations with CARICOM. She pointed out that Spain had made significant contributions to Jamaica's economy, especially through investments in tourism and support for the health sector. Through Jamaica's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Prime Minister Simpson Miller also expressed continued solidarity with Cuba. Senator A.J. Nicholson said Jamaica remained committed to deepening relations with Cuba, even as it continued to support the island on international issues. Meanwhile, Mrs. Simpson Miller made an appeal for CARICOM members to make a clear, unified statement on climate change, the post-2015 development agenda, and issues affecting small island developing states. The Prime Minister said the region had to put forward one unified voice in order to place Caribbean issues on the global agenda. To support that goal, Mrs. Simpson Miller pledged Jamaica's support to the regional task force dealing with the 3 important matters. Before wrapping up their discussions, Prime Minister Portia Simpson Miller and her CARICOM counterparts agreed to establish a regional commission on marijuana to conduct a rigorous inquiry into its use. They also agreed to a second conference on reparations for this September, as well as to further talks on the OECS Economic Union and the CARICOM Canada Free Trade Agreement.
Sing of your Caribbean pride, sing it loud and strong.
Several crucial issues were discussed and agreed on at the 35th regional meeting of the CARICOM heads of government, and plans are now in motion to drive the development of the entire region.
Where we belong.